Here at Valisat Services, we are going to demonstrate how to apply a skin to a Dell Latitude E6420. So as you can see here, we have an E6420. As I pan across the surface, you can see all the scratches that are on it. And as our technician opens the laptop, we'll show you that the touchpad area is also all scratched and worn. The touchpad area itself is worn. You can see where it's shiny. And so what we have over here is the skin that will go on the top of the laptop, as well as the black part you see here. This is the portion that will go over the touchpad area. So we're going to start with the touchpad area today. As you can see, and I'll pan over here, there are little stickers sometimes that come on them. This one had one that said Intel i5, Core i5. We've removed that. And so now the technician is going to do the touchpad itself. And so you basically just peel these off, and you want to make sure you align them properly in order to, and of course, most importantly, both the touchpad area and the lid need to be properly cleaned ahead of time before you apply these stickers. And so by that you can use just a standard window cleaner of some kind. If you have sticker residue on the lid in particular, sometimes people put asset tags on their laptops and things like that that may have a sticker residue. You may want to use something like a Goo Gone to remove that sticker residue, but I warn you ahead of time that that does not work well with the adhesive of these labels, and so you're going to want to make sure that it is thoroughly cleaned and dried off and all of that Goo Gone has been removed before you attempt to apply these. So now that he's applied the touchpad, he's now applying the two touchpad, the left and right touchpad buttons that are just beneath the touchpad itself. And once again, they're just like applying any standard sticker per se. You just want to make sure you get them aligned properly. And once he has completed installing the buttons on each side, then we will apply the cover on each side of the touchpad. So we'll let him align and apply this button. Okay. So now the touchpad and the buttons are done. Now what we have is the rest of the palm rest area around the touchpad, and that of course is included in this kit that you're purchasing. And so he will remove and apply these. And there is a backing that you just pull off of him, as you can see he's doing here. And so he'll start on one side. As you can see, it's all about trying to get the alignment correctly. And then you want to make sure you don't have any air bubbles or anything underneath, so you want to kind of rub your fingers and work your way. And you can pull it back a little bit if you have a bubble you need to remove and something like that, to try and apply this evenly as possible. So it is important that you clean these areas first, because you want to try and get rid of as much potential, dust or debris or anything. You don't want it trapped underneath these stickers as you apply them. You notice it does have a sticker area that goes around each of the buttons, which he is applying now. And then he will remove from the adhesive the other side. And I'm going to come around this way as he applies this side. Once again, you just peel the backing away, and then you line it up as best you can. Remember what I said earlier, you can always pull it back a little bit as you're applying this process in order to get it lined properly and take care of all the potential air bubbles or things you might have. Now the kit does not have stickers that go up around the rest of the area around the keyboard. This is just the lower portion. is what we're applying. So, and you can see he had an air bubble he's trying to get out now. So you kind of rub your fingers across it as it goes across and you apply it. And there you go. You have the touchpad area, the touchpad itself, and its two buttons done. The lid portion of the E6420 here is actually two pieces. The large piece that will go around the Dell logo in the center, and then you see the thin stripe piece that actually goes along the front of the laptop. And so the recommendation here is to align the back corners together. So you'll notice our technician will be, he will not peel all of the backing off of the label at one time. He will only peel part of it back, and then he will align it with the back corners on each side of the laptop and begin the process of applying it. So as you watch here, you notice he's going to pull part of it back about to where the center circle area would be for the Dell logo. Now he's going to flip it over, and I'm going to rotate over here so you can kind of see this. He starts by aligning one of the back corners, and then he will go across and align the other back corner. And like I said, if it does stick, you can always peel it back up if you need to get it aligned properly. Once he's got the corners aligned, he starts at the back and starts working his way forward. Now remember, he had not removed all of the backing at this point. So what he will do is he's kind of looking at the center Dell logo to verify that it is lining up properly. And he works his hands across on both sides and pushes out any small air bubbles that he comes across to try and make it look as smooth as possible. And then he slowly starts peeling the backing away as he works his way towards the front of the laptop. And I'll rotate again a little bit here so you can kind of see this. And now he's going to pull the remainder of the backing off. And you will find once he gets to the front that he has now aligned it all the way across the laptop. The corners are now done. And so all he has left to apply now is this thin strip that you see sitting on the table here. And that strip actually goes along the front near where the latch is that opens and closes the lid. And so with that, he will remove the backing from that strip, and he will line it up. Now notice it's curved in on certain corners, and so he's going to pull that across and apply it. Make sure it's lined up, take any air bubbles out of it, and voila! There you have an E6420 with a new skin, and looks much better than it did before. Now, if you've taken these small stickers off of the palm rest area, you of course can reapply them if you'd like, or you can just throw them away. They're just cosmetic. But in this case, we're going to apply the Intel Core i5 processor sticker back onto the touchpad area, and now you're complete. And that is a demonstration of how to apply the skins for a Dell E6420.